20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels starts with a pass. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Open man left side. He's got it. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The score, Commanders 7, Cowboys 7.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. up around the 45-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion, Lamb. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
Now a give up the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Wow, a pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Open man, that's Cager. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Third and a yard, it's Daniels. That's caught, left side, it's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They face 2nd down and 7. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A loss of 5 brings up 3rd down and 12.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Regular. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. inside the 25-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Track at 60. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Daniels now going to look to throw. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That one intercepted.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
On play action, Daniels. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch. But got to finish the play, and on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out. but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one complete to Pierce.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. You know, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signaled he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 1st down, Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Commanders will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points, The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready? Check out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Past the 45. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The motion man here is McClure. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a give on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. That's down the field for Lamb. He's got it. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will go up by 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, It makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now a run on first down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. They'll throw with Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing again. Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Daniels now on first down. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
19 seconds. Come on, set. 70 range.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Come 19. Come 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and You got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Okay, ready? Go, Lee. Go. Here we go. Set.
They'll run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Throwing on second down. Daniel. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and a yard. They send a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Daniels. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now, this looks like a design run. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Third and goal. It's Daniel. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 30. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's a design run. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Daniels. That's caught. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Set. Viking 18. Set go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the gun, it's Mayfield. All the way across the field to the left, and somehow it's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go. Set, go.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.